lick number 4 is if I had a hammer on. And if I had a hammer on, I'd hammer on all day long on this lick. It's really cool. I got the idea from Jimmy Herring, who I've only recently checked out. So I probably missed the boat a little bit on Jimmy, in his early stuff. He's been playing with so many people and sitting in with a ton of different bands. He's got so much to take from his playing, and we're going to take bits and pieces to try to put it into our blues playing to see, if we can get to the next level as well. So have fun with this one. It's really a head turner. I like it, and I think you will too. Let's try it. Well, this one's what I like to call a head turner because it's coming out of left field. You really wouldn't expect it in a blues setting, but you could be playing this over something similar to the track, like an up-tempo swing tune, or even over a shuffle or a straight blues. What's great about this is it's got a couple things that I always wanted to learn when I first started out playing. I'd hear these like sort of rock blues, sort of advanced blues players or even metal players play these aggressive half-step bends or whole-step bends, but they'd have this sort of pre-quick bend thing happens, and then they actually get to their destination. And that was also combined with sort of a raking idea, too. So we're on the 9th fret for this note in this bend sequence here. We're actually going to bend from the 9th to the 10th. Being that we're in B minor pentatonic, this note is more of the 13th sound, as opposed to the actual note that's in the scale here, this A, which would be the flat 7th. Okay, so we're going to bend on that up to the flat 7th, and we're going to do it with a rake. We're going to stop, and then as we do it, we do a quick bend up and down, and then we're going to try to get to this half-step note here, which is the A. Once we've done that, we're going to get back into sort of our normal pentatonic thing, but also incorporate the flat 5, which in this case is our F. And that's going to be our move. So we're going to do just simple hammer-ons, but they go by really quickly, and you have to, get to a point where you're not over tense about this. Just let your hands go, and you'll get it. So our normal hammer-on here is we're hammering from this F sharp to the A, then to the flat 5 note, which is F in this case. And what I talked about in the introduction, sometimes you'll see me do the hybrid style. So you can see how I'm using my right hand here, I'm using my fingers. And we're talking about how the fingers and hybrid picking can be used to kind of achieve some speed and some accuracy. And you'll see I've stolen the move of the acrylic fingernail that a lot of Nashville and country players use. To me, it sounds more like a pick and it's stronger. Little TMI, I'm a bit of a nail biter, so I can't grow my nails long because I get them down sometimes a little too low and they're a little too fragile. So the acrylic nails work. And it makes that bend seem to fly by even easier, or that hammer-on, I should say. Once we finish it up, we're going to end on that F, slide down to the E, pretty typical move from the 10th to the 9th, right in the pentatonic, fall down and grab that E on the 3rd string. And once we get there, we're gonna make a chromatic move. D, D sharp, E, and F sharp. That can be a hammer-on if you want, or you can pick it. And sometimes sometimes when I play that major third note, sometimes I'll hammer or I'll slide up. Because I like that vibrato on my second finger sometime as well. Catching that? Yeah. Okay, so one more time, slowly. If we can play it slow. Some fast licks sometimes are hard to pull off slow. And once more for good measure. There's your rake with your half step in. So take little pieces of it. Play some other licks behind it. Try that that little bend move everywhere you can. There it is there on the third string. So feel free to kind of take parts of this. These are techniques involved with the licks and put it into stuff that you already know. And that's mileage just in itself. Okay, there we are.